Black Hawk take full special cases and two accompanying doctors and nurses. There are different noses that sit on the airplane, which is one of the things that adds to the complexity of it. After the gear up pass, we're going to a high keys. It's going to be a no-flap simulated flame-out approach. So what's happening now is the pilot is simulating that the engine has failed and a loss of hydraulics, which creates a drag in the airplane. Now, while the aircraft is in mission capable of this demonstration, I'm expecting that the pilot is not in mission state himself in terms of what's required in the cockpit.
But because the pilot isn't going to be going above Armstrong's line today, he will not be in a spacesuit, but he will be in just a classic flight suit. He's going to look like every other pilot, unfortunately for him. So the profile that you're seeing now is what the U-2 would be doing if it had an actual flame-out
team at Lockheed. And of course, it was necessary to achieve optimum performance for the sort of long-endurance, high-altitude reconnaissance missions that this aircraft, right from the outset, was conceived to fly.
Here we're going to see the chase car really coming into play again. So what will the pilot be hearing from the chase car as he makes this low approach?
As the pilot's approaching the runway, the car will be driving on the runway unless they're doing a static call. And they'll be talking the pilot down. Now what they're doing there is they're telling the pilot how far above the runway they are. Typically, from 10 feet down to the runway. You count down to 2, 10, 8, 6, and so on. The rate at which the mobile officer is making those calls and tells the pilot a lot is how it needs to react. And it's more than just the radar ability to tell the pilot more like it's running the weapon.
And again, where else would you see that? They can also take a look at your aeroplane. It happens to be sitting fairly close by. It's a 1939 Fairchild Argus. That's what people do today. Well, we are very happy here. Do thank the crew who put on that demonstration, and we hope the wind conditions are suitable for a repetition tomorrow. Scott Thompson there, helping me talk through a tremendous exhibition of the U-2S.
The very important are eyes in the sky team at RIAT U-2 was of course the system off the runway calculated to see the aircraft's configuration close up with that bicycle type undercarriage with the nose and the main gear mounted on the fuselage, a little paygo auxiliaries on the wings. Challenging but very rewarding aircraft to fly. One that's constantly evolving, faced with changing requirements in the world of aerial surveillance and reconnaissance.
They have to go and attach the wheels to it, so see it on the wheels, we can attach it to the wheels.
One that contemporaries could never surely have imagined would remain in service 70 years after its maiden flight. Now we turn to another aspect of our Eyes in the Skies theme for RIAT 25, namely search and rescue. It's 80 years this year since helicopter search and rescue operations began, and we're reflecting that during the display. We saw the check controls earlier in the programme, and now here's a familiar helicopter in unfamiliar colours, the Leonardo Merlin of the Portuguese Air Force.
Yeah. Well, not on landing. Not on landing, but when it gets to like this area, because it gets quite unstable when it's stopped. When it's rolling, it's fine. Yeah.
Search and rescue that stretches from Portugal's own coastline well out into the middle of the Atlantic. It takes in the major air and sea routes to North America, so it's got to be...
They refuel from... No, one pilot.
Flies 36 hours straight.
It's military, you can do any of them.
The Portuguese bought the Merlin as a replacement
They've got
for the Aeroespacial.
hot water heaters in there, so you like plug in food, so you can eat and drink, and the helmets have a straw, so you can drink. So you just sit there. They take crosswords up with them, and he's got a pipe. He's got a pipe.
And the radius of action is actually almost doubled from 200 to around 400 nautical miles if an extra fuel tank is installed in the cargo. Well, we've now been in service with the Portuguese for 20 years.
Are there any female pilots for it?